What's going on, guys? It's another episode of Caught Offsides. I am Joe.
I'm Alex.
And wow, it feels like it's been so long since I've said any of that.
I was desperate for club football to come back, man.
Yeah, international break definitely was not good for either of us in terms of like anything. Just for a little preview, we're going to go over match day 29. I know that was a couple weeks ago. We're going to talk about the scores for last weekend because it's a big return in the Prem. And then we're going to give our predictions for match day 31, as well as go over the updated table in our little competition we had between me and Alex. And then we're going to talk about what happened over the international break. And we're going to talk about the upcoming matches for the Champions League. But first, let's go over match day 29 and match day 30. All right. We're just going to go right into it. Bournemouth and Luton, when we recorded the last podcast, that match had already been played, so we weren't able to give our predictions for that. So the game ended 2-1 for Bournemouth. So I just gave us both 3 points for that game.
Sick.
The next game, again, there was only technically 5 matches for match day 29, technically 4, but the Bournemouth Luton match was a makeup. But Burnley versus Brentford, that match ended 2-1 for Burnley. Burnley actually got the win.
Incredible, dude. Like, how does that even happen? I think they got 2 wins in a row, right?
I know.
Did they hit 2 wins in a row?
It's crazy. Wild, it's like what's going on there? We both had Brentford winning. You said they were going to win 4-0. I had 1-0.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't blame me. I mean, the way Burnley were playing, can't really blame.
So we both took the L on that one. I think that was the only game we lost. Next, Luton versus Nottingham Forest. That game ended 1-1 draw. You actually predicted the draw, so you get all 3 points for this game, whereas I pick up just the 1 point for the draw. You said it was 0-0. I said it was Forest was going to win 1-0, but it ended up 1-1. And again, those kind of games are like a toss-up, dude. You know. Next, we have Fulham versus Spurs. Fulham absolutely destroyed Spurs 3-0. We both had oh wow, I fucked that up.
We got 0 points.
I fucked that up. We both had Spurs winning, and I fucked that up. So actually, we both lost 2 matches. We both lost 2 matches. So let me update that real quick. Damn, I need to take 3 points away. Remind me I need to take 3 points off of our points tally.
I remind you that you have to take 3 points off your name.
Okay. And so we both had Spurs winning. You had 2-1. I had 2-0. The last match in match day 29 was West Ham versus Villa. Again, and it ended 1-1 draw. I predicted the correct score, so I got all 3 points, whereas you got the 1 point off the draw.
Cool.
So, I mean, it's still very close. We're very close. Not that far apart from each other in terms of like our standings, you know, for our little wager that we have here. So what's
how far am I? I'm only what? So you take 3 points off each. You're at 81.
So I'm technically at 78 points.
You're at 78, and I am at.
You would be 74. Yeah.
So I'm 4 points behind you. Hey,
only 4 points behind.
I just realized what happens if we end up tied.
That is a good. We can go correct score prediction.
I see. Yeah.
Which I mean, it's a good thing that I've been keeping track of all this shit in the doc. So I mean,
Yeah.
like I could just go back and figure out who's had the correct predictions for every match. But
yeah.
Anyways, now we can go into match day 30 and talk about this past weekend's matches. We can start off with Newcastle versus West Ham.
Oh my God, yes.
This was the match of the week, man. This was the match of the week. I tell you what, what's it, Phillips, bro? I like you said it, and I really didn't pay attention to it, but I am convinced now. You convinced me that
Dude,
when Phillips is on the pitch, this man, it ruins a team. He ruins the team. How can you be in full control? How can you be West Ham full fucking control of the game? Up 3-1, mind you. Newcastle was doing nothing. They looked like they were going to go down by more.
No, listen.
And then the second he gets on the pitch, fucking lets off a penalty. Lets them right back into the game. And then, like, not even that far later, it's 3-3.
So,
like, what the fuck?
So what I have to say is he's trash, man. And honestly, I don't know if you saw the video that was going around on Twitter after the game, where the players are getting on the bus, right? And Phillips he's getting on the bus, and as he's getting on the bus, the fans are screaming at him. I couldn't really tell what they were screaming at him because there was like multiple people screaming at him. Dude, he gets on the bus and just gives the middle finger to them.
You serious?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
And it's just a mess, man. Like it's his career after he went to City, and honestly, I don't even blame City. I don't even blame Pep. I blame Pep for a lot of other things this season, but I can't blame him for Phillips being trash because, for one, he came in overweight after, I think it was after the World Cup. He came overweight to City. Then after that, he came overweight to West Ham. Apparently he was overweight at West Ham at the beginning as well. So it's more of him just not taking care of his body than anything else. Like I feel like he's just not a Premier League level player. He came from Leeds. Leeds were in the Championship. They got promoted once and then they got demoted. So it's like, I think he's just that level. I don't think he's a Premier League level player, and it sucks too. Like he's a nice guy, but man, he is a horrible player, dude. Like it's just, oh my God, it's so cringy watching him play. It's like me playing, dude. It's like he has no idea what to do.
You can't say that, bro. You want to know why? Because I feel like if you were playing the game, you wouldn't have let it up with the fucking 3-1 lead.
No, you're right. There's you're right. It's probably because I would have been too tired to keep running anyways.
You wouldn't be able to keep up to create the penalty in the first place.
Yeah, right. No, I think I don't know, man. Hopefully he goes back to Leeds. I was reading a report that Leeds want him back, so hopefully City do sell him to Leeds.
I don't know why.
Well, think about it. I mean, like I said, he's a Championship player. He's the only player that's Leeds level, bro.
But Leeds are coming back up.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? That's the thing. But can you imagine, like, moving? Like, imagine you get your dream move to a big team. Like, let's say Manchester City come for you, and you're at, you're at Burnley, for example, right? Obviously, you're gonna go and you're gonna be excited. You're gonna and then everything just goes downhill, dude. Like as soon as you get there, it just goes downhill. And 3 years later, you end up back at square one. You know how fucking that is? Like, I feel like that just destroys you as a player.
I would know nothing about that, to be honest. I feel like he's just not that good, I mean, I feel like you said it. You said it correctly. He's not a Premier League player.
No, he's not.
So
Clear, he's not. Super clear.
Let's move on to the next match. We got Chelsea versus Burnley. That ended 2-2.
That's embarrassing from Chelsea, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, think about it.
So here's the thing.
Down 10 men.
Here's the thing. Burnley was down 10 men, and Chelsea was up 2-1, and then Burnley tied it in the 81st minute.
Yeah.
My whole thing is like, Chelsea, what, like, you've done so well to like be a mediocre team, and then you lose to the team at the bottom of the table, which you know, they can literally pull themselves out of the relegation zone if they keep winning matches or keep getting points, I should say. With this Nottingham Forest penalty, bro, they can literally pull themselves out of relegation, which is crazy considering the fact that we all doomed them. That we doomed them from like the beginning of our podcast, dude. Like, that's insane.
No, they can. They can. I think they're finally showing fight. I mean, they got 9 games left to do it, dude.
Yeah. But realistically, they only have 3 they can win one match and pull themselves out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next match. Speaking of the bottom of the table. Wow, excuse me. Speaking of the bottom of the table, Sheffield versus Fulham. That match ended 3-3. Again, disappointing from Fulham. You know? Disappointing from Fulham.
Expected more.
I mean, props for Sheffield. They actually drew their last 2 matches. So, I mean, props to them for, you know, getting points. But, I mean, again, they're also doomed to get relegated. So,
yeah. No, they're, yeah.
What else? Next match. Nottingham Forest versus Crystal Palace. That game ended 1-1 draw. I was actually watching a little bit of that match, and it wasn't. I mean, Palace looked like a different team, man. Let me tell you that Palace looked like a really different team. They should have won this game. They were in the front seat for the majority of the game. Forest has a really good counter, but Palace, man, they were just taking everything they could.
They're dangerous, dude.
I don't understand why they weren't able to pull it out. I really don't.
They're a dangerous team. They're a very dangerous team. So we'll talk about it when it's time to talk about City, but you know, the first game we played this year, I mean, for some reason we've always struggled against Crystal Palace, but whenever we played them this season at the beginning, dude, we were winning 2-0, and they ended up bringing it back to make it a 2-2 draw. Like, that's stupid, dude.
Yeah,
like, they're really good.
Like, they're probably the one team that benefited from the international break because, like, then they had some time to gel with their new coach and everything. So it's like they're looking really good. Like, they could obviously it's a little too late to make a run for like anything now. Like, where are they in the table? Where are they in the table? Yeah, they're 14th. They're 14th. So I mean, it's a little too late for them to make a run to anything. But I feel like next year, if they continue like this momentum, then we could easily be talking about Palace next year. Easily.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Next match, we have Bournemouth versus Everton. Shocker, Bournemouth beat Everton. I think Everton are doomed. Did you hear about
think about it. They're
sinking.
They're 25 points. They're 25 points. What do you mean they're sinking?
Bro, they're about to get another fucking point deduction, dude.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude. They just announced that they're like I can't remember the money amount, but I saw today on ESPN, like they have announced that they're down so much money. Like they owe so much money, dude.
Pick it up now. That's wild, dude.
So like there's got to be like some kind of financial penalty going their way, which could cause them to, you know, get relegated.
Honestly, that's gonna suck, dude. That's gonna suck if that happens. just because Everton have been in the league for so long, and I don't see them coming up like super quickly.
I mean, I here's the thing: compared to all the teams in the championship, I don't think they're gonna stay down. They would stay down for so long. Yeah, so here it is. Here it is. Everton's loss is double for 22-23 financial year.
Yeah, they might be doomed.
I think they're doomed for real, dude. At least to go down to the championship, dude. Like maybe like in terms of like their points now, even and mind you, I think they already had a point deduction earlier this season.
Yeah, they did.
So I mean, it's just not looking good for Everton right now. The Blues are going down.
112 million, dude. Yeah, they're done.
That's crazy.
Done.
Next match, Spurs versus Luton Town. Spurs taking care of business 2-1. Again, I this is a fucking game. I wasn't gonna watch it. It's Luton. It's Spurs. Like, if you ask 10 people what they think the outcome of that match, unless they're a Luton fan, fucking they're gonna say Spurs are gonna win that match. So
yeah,
we can blow by that one and go right to Villa. Villa versus Wolves. Villa 1-2-0.
Yeah, Villa have been. I mean, they've been up and down, but for the most part, they've been pretty good. I mean, they're in fourth place, dude. They could get Champions League football.
That's wild.
Never Champions League next season.
If you're telling me telling me fucking Europa League, I'm like, okay, that's pretty much their ceiling. But Champions League qualification, that's insane. That's insane.
It's insane, dude. It's insane.
We go right along. Brentford versus Man United, another fucking disappointing.
Oh my god! Let me tell you, United were so lucky in this game to not lose. I don't understand how they keep getting away with it, dude. You know how many shots United faced? Dude, hold on. Let me put up here the stats, full stats. Dude,
31 shots. Holy fuck!
They had 31 shots, dude.
I mean, to be fair, 5 of them were on target, but still, 31 shots. That's...
No, but dude, that's insane, man. That's insane. And
United had more possession too.
31 shots. No, but dude, they were getting outplayed. Like the possession didn't matter, bro. They were getting outplayed. And
14 corners.
Dude,
that's
and United
wild.
United scored in the 96th minute, right? Mason Mount.
What?
And then 3 minutes later, bro. Dude, it wouldn't have been fair, dude. It wouldn't have been fair. Like, that's BS. And then you have Ten Hag coming out saying, "Oh, I watched Manchester City struggle against Brentford." Bro, we beat Brentford 3-1. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, that's wild. Like, first of all, can I just say, looking at the goals, this is the type of match I want to watch, but I know this match wasn't as good as it fucking was.
No, dude,
as the stats say, like fucking United thinks they win it at the end, and then 3 minutes later, fucking literally the last second, fucking and like give up the goal. And it's like that's how I want my football. You know,
yeah,
that's how I want it. But I know this was a shit match in terms of like competitiveness, really. So
yeah.
Now we're getting into our big games, okay? Liverpool versus Brighton. I watched the second half of this game, and let me tell you, this game went back and forth.
Yeah, but it's the same story as always. The same story as always. I think, dude, it's bound to happen. Liverpool are 100% going to win the league because, dude, everything's on their side. The luck is on their side. Like, how many times has Liverpool played teams where the other team has chances to score, but they just don't score?
Well, here's the thing: they're better. They're just better than all the teams they play.
Yeah, but dude, what I'm saying is, City have played a lot of games where they've controlled the whole match this season. They've done really well, all to concede from one chance. And then you got Liverpool and Arsenal who are conceding a bunch of chances, but the other teams just can't score. But City, it's like everything goes in, dude. Like, you can literally look it up and see how many times we conceded goals from one shot on target, dude. It's insane.
All I'm saying is, here's the thing: there's something wrong with City, obviously, because they do this all the time. But at the end of the day, it's always the same. It's the same thing as Liverpool, in my opinion. City should not be going through that same shit. They should be easily winning 1-0, 2-0, you know. But they shouldn't be conceding these goals. So I agree with you. But it's almost, at the end of the day, it's the same shit. If City play other teams outside of the big three, then they're gonna pull it out. You know, dude, since we started this podcast, dude, shut up, watch. Since we started this podcast, that's how it's been every fucking match. Like, besides them playing Liverpool and Arsenal, maybe the only one I can give you is Chelsea. That's the only example of a team that they should have beaten, did not beat. But outside of that, they've pulled it out in the end against everyone else. So, I want to say the only team that doesn't do that is Arsenal. You know, they literally like blow the doors off of everybody. You know, so but again, Liverpool pull it out at the end. It was a tight match. Brighton was giving them everything at the end of the game. That was very exciting. They just can't score.
Just like another team who can't score, that's absolutely shit right now, and that is Manchester City. You know,
so Man City versus Arsenal. That was the big game. I was literally grilling with my entire family standing in front of me watching me grill, and I was watching the game wearing the Arsenal kit.
Oh my.
And let me tell you, here's the thing. I believe that I am fucking cursed, because Juventus, I wear the Juventus jersey, they lose. I wear the Revs jersey, they lose. You know, so I'm like, okay, let me see if I'm cursed, right? And just for you, man, just for you, so that way City can win. I put the Arsenal kit, thinking, you know, okay, now they're gonna lose, so that way we have something better to talk about. And literally, it was the worst game I have ever seen in my life from Arsenal. The worst game. No. Arsenal, literally, everyone was talking. So Arsenal had the better chances, but they had like literally 2 chances. So it was all right? Man City this match.
It was literally parking the bus. They parked the bus.
Absolutely.
That's what they did. They parked the bus. And honestly, I hope to God that Arsenal don't win the league just because of that. Dude, that is some fucking cowardly shit to do, because how many times has our City and Liverpool been in a title race, and they've never done that, dude. No team has ever parked the bus. They always go at it. It's always like a boxing fight, like a City score, Liverpool score, City score. No team has ever said we're parking the bus in a title race. Like, you know, I really hope to God that Arsenal don't win the league.
And like, I can't deny that, because here's the thing. I feel like if Arsenal didn't do that, if they played how they normally play, I feel like it would have been. Beat us, dude. Exactly. The way you guys have been playing, dude, there's no fucking way. There's no way you would beat Arsenal the way they've been playing. So the fact that they parked the bus against you guys the entire game, it's mind-boggling.
No, it's stupid, dude. And honestly, so obviously Pep has won us a lot of trophies and stuff, right? You know, forever grateful for him, whatever. But someone on Twitter said today, you know, whatever. Like, when he leaves, we're gonna miss trophies and stuff. But honestly, it's just gonna be good to maybe finally get someone that wants to play exciting football again.
I don't think you're gonna miss trophies. By the way, I feel like whoever comes in is gonna hit the ground running. It's gonna be different tactics.
Comes in it has to be someone that's obviously, you know, good. It can't be someone that's gonna, because City, they want to keep a coach. They want to hire a coach that's gonna be there for at least 4 years, right? They don't want to hire a coach and then fire a coach and hire. You know, they don't want to be Chelsea. But what I'm saying is, it's true. I agree with that. Like, I feel like, we won a lot of trophies, but recently Pep has started playing this football that's so it's terrorism, dude.
It's
It's
weird.
terrorism.
Yeah,
That's what it
like
is. It's so slow. It's so pathetic. Like you can't, dude. Holland's just standing there. Like I can't even blame him. Like they're not passing it to him. Like they're not giving him good balls, dude. They're just the team, man. Maybe it's the team. Maybe we just need new players. Maybe the summer transfer window wasn't good. I mean, we got rid of Gundogan and Mahrez.
well, I
We
mean,
lost two important players. Then, on
it's
top of
fun.
that, we made the idiotic move to sell Palmer and then buy Doku, who, by the way, has been useless. Meanwhile, Palmer's been fucking killing it for Chelsea. You know what's crazy? We've played Arsenal 3 times this season. First game, the fucking charity cup.
The charity cup,
Yeah, whatever
the
it's called.
community shield,
The Community
right?
Shield. Yeah, that. And in all 3 games, we've only managed to score 1 goal, and that was in the Community Shield. Who
Which you
scored that
lost.
goal? Yeah, which we lost. But who scored that goal? Cole Palmer. So I feel like this season, before the season even started, I think we were already set up to fail because of people's decisions up top of getting rid of these players, not offering them new Well, Mahrez, I understand, but Gundogan, dude, he was a captain for only 1 year. Like he could have stayed. Like if City did what he wanted them to do, he would have stayed 100%. And like that's the missing piece, dude. It's the midfield this season has been
Ass,
trash.
yeah. I
It's
mean,
been either
your boy Julian
I feel
Alvarez,
bad
bro.
for
Your boy
dude.
Julian
Oh my
Alvarez,
god.
man. He's
Oh,
been the
but
star in the midfield.
but that shows how bad this season has been for everyone. Like how is it that City, who played Alvarez for half the season as a midfielder, in third place with 3 points behind first place? Like that just shows the level that Pep is at. The only problem is he's playing this terrorism football that oh Joey, I don't even feel excited anymore when there's a City game coming.
Listen, man. Listen, man.
I feel
Let me just say there is still a lot of time left. There's 9 games. You're only down by 3 points. Okay? Anything could fucking happen. You never know. Liverpool could lose next week. So
yeah.
you never know.
Well,
They play Everton. Who knows? Maybe Everton will fucking shock the world and fucking beat Liverpool. You know, I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it
I
past
don't
them.
think so.
But
I don't think so.
But yeah, we could look at the standings now. Liverpool is firmly ahead now by 3 points. Arsenal, they remain in second, and City is a point behind them in third. You said Villa, man, Villa is the shocker. They're clear by 3 points against Spurs. That's fucking insane. If you told me Villa was going to win 18 games, I would fucking laugh at you.
No, it's why. I mean, dude. So here's the thing: City play Aston Villa, right, on Wednesday.
Yeah,
I think Aston Villa will beat us again. I just think City are too slow. They have no idea what to do. I don't see them. I don't see City doing anything.
I don't know, bro. This is one of those games where it's just like, yeah, it'll be close, too close for comfort. But I feel like, I don't know. I always have that thing in my head that, you know, City will pull it out in the end. You know, when it's a lower. Yeah, and I've been correct. I've been correct every single time.
No, dude,
outside of the big teams.
Aston Villa, the way they play, dude, it's gonna be a weakness for City, man.
Yeah, but they got to prove it.
City,
they got to
City
prove
are
it.
definitely gonna. No, they will. And watch, I'm betting it now. Like Aston Villa are gonna beat us, and just the way Real Madrid are gonna destroy City as well, dude. The way we are playing, man, you don't understand. It hasn't just been this Arsenal game. It's been coming, dude. I'm telling you.
I know.
I've been waiting.
I've been fucking with you this whole time.
I've been waiting. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet, but I've been waiting for the moment that City get destroyed because it's gonna happen, dude. Like we've been lucky for it not to happen, but it's going to happen. Like our Liverpool should have destroyed us, dude. They should have 100% destroyed us. We just got lucky. And that's what it is. Like if we win the league, it's gonna be down to luck. But I don't think so, dude. Like
does Arsenal play Liverpool? So. Does Arsenal play Liverpool before?
No, Arsenal already. No, they beat them already.
Okay, I'm gonna say because really that would be the big game if anything.
Yeah. But I say we move on to the next.
Yeah, let's go over our predictions for next week. This week's matches starting tomorrow. We have Newcastle versus Everton. The big. Wait, is it
Newcastle? Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I thought they were playing Liverpool.
But I'm gonna go with Newcastle winning 3-1.
3-1 Newcastle. I would have to agree with you. I think Newcastle does win. I think it's going to be 2-0. Everton is just they're doomed to go down, bro. They're doomed to go down. Now we have Nottingham Forest versus Fulham.
I say Fulham. Fulham finally get a win, 2-1.
I don't know, bro. You have 2-1 Fulham.
What, you think Forest is gonna win?
Well, here's the thing. Fulham, they drew to fucking Sheffield, bro.
Yeah, I know, but that's I'm telling you, they're up and down, dude.
And it was 3-3. It wasn't even like a 0-0 or a 1-1. It was 3-3, which means that the team that barely scores goals scored 3 goals against you. You know how bad a defense you have to do to let off 3 goals against fucking Sheffield?
I know, Sheffield. Yeah, I know.
So that being said, I feel like Forest is going to take the win. I think it's going to be 1-0. 1-0 Forest. Next is your boy company's Burnley boys versus
honestly,
Wolves.
They've been coming up. I'm gonna say Burnley, and you know what? Yeah. I think Pedro Neto got injured, so yeah, I'm gonna go with a draw. Actually, I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. You know what? You have to have more faith in company, man. I feel like it's gonna be 2-1. 2-1 Burnley. The boys in Scarlet are gonna pull it out. Bournemouth versus Palace. This is gonna be a great match. This is gonna be one of the match of the week, if not the match of the week.
I think it's gonna be 4-3 to Bournemouth.
4-3 Bournemouth. You think it's gonna be a fucking slobber knocker?
It's gonna be a goal fest, yeah.
4-3 Bournemouth. Fuck it for the sake of healthy competition. I'm gonna say 4-3 Palace. I like the way Palace have been playing, dude. I really do. I feel like regardless of what the outcome is, I'm watching this match. Yeah, I'm watching this match. West Ham versus Spurs.
If Phillips doesn't play, which I hope he doesn't, I think West Ham can get a draw out of this game. But no, I still think Spurs are gonna win. I think Spurs are gonna win 2-1.
Honestly, I think they should just terminate the loan, bro. They should just terminate his loan.
No, dude. After that video that came out, I wouldn't surprise. I thought they were gonna do it, dude. I thought they would terminate his contract.
I also agree with you.
That wasn't cool, man.
I think Spurs 2-1, bro. The West Ham is just ride out the rest of the season in the mid table, bro. And then just get it over with, bro. Get it over with. Brentford versus Brighton, another good, solid matchup.
Brentford versus Brighton. I say Brentford win. They should win against Brighton. 2-1.
2-1. Brentford, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's gonna be a 1-1 draw. Again, I like the way Brighton played last week. I think they gave Liverpool everything they can handle. They were just unlucky not to score the goals.
Yeah.
But against lesser opponents in Brentford, I feel like they might have a better luck. I still have to say it's going to be a draw, but you know. Next, Arsenal versus Luton Town.
Arsenal easily. They should win easily.
What you got, 3, 4, 5-0?
I think Arsenal 3-0 Luton.
Yes, sir. Luton. I think Arsenal get back on their ways of absolutely fucking destroying everyone in their wake. I want to say 4-0 Arsenal.
4-0. Yeah,
4-0.
it should be easy.
City Villa.
Villa 2-1.
Ouch. You have Villa winning?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I have Villa winning. I really don't.
I'm gonna back your boys, bro. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 2-0 City. I like the way. Listen, I'm not sleeping on Villa. I have faith in City. Until I'm proved otherwise, I will always go. I will never go against City if they're not playing the other top two teams. It's just that easy. Well,
the way I gotta be realistic, the way we've been playing, I don't, that's what I think, that's my hunch is that they're not playing well and a spanking is coming, bro.
Liverpool versus Sheffield.
Liverpool 3-0.
3-0. Liverpool. You know what? I think Sheffield's going to score. I think it's going to be 5-1 Liverpool. 5-1 Liverpool. I'm even going to say I'm even going to throw it out there and say Van Dijk is going to bag a goal. I hope I'm right. It'd be great if I'm right. And then last game of the weekend, Chelsea versus Man United.
Oh, I can see it being a draw. I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. It really depends on what kind of team comes out for this game for both sides. Like, are we going to see the dominant Chelsea that we saw, like 3-4 weeks ago?
Against Liverpool.
Or are we going to see the Chelsea that fucking almost got relegated last year? Same thing with Man United. Are we gonna see the post Ronaldo Man United, or are we gonna see the pre the Man United that we're used to now? I honestly hope this match doesn't get played out because I don't care about either of these teams. But just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 1-0 Chelsea.
1-0 Chelsea, okay.
1-0 Chelsea. It really doesn't matter to me this match. Like either way, it was pretty much like a coin flip at this point for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's unpredictable, but I think it's gonna be a draw. I think both teams they're pretty trash, so I just don't see them one beating the other.
No, here's why I'm going to give the edge to Chelsea. Fucking Jordi Petrovic has been their fucking best player. This entire season has been their 100%. Best player. Not even close, bro.
100%.
They'd be bottom of the table if they didn't buy fucking Petrovic from us.
Yeah, no,
and we wouldn't be 4-1.
Yeah, you'd be
we wouldn't be 0-1-4 if we still had Petrovic. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the predictions for match day 31. Next, we have a few big games midweek. Of course, we're talking about the Champions League.
That's till next week.
No, that's this week, isn't it?
No.
No, Champions League is this week. Oh, no, you're right. No, never mind. I apologize. You're right. We can still talk about it. No, or do you want to wait till next week? No. Okay, we can wait till next week. That makes more sense.
It's closer. Yeah, it's closer. Yeah.
Okay. So we have been on like a 2.5, 3 week hiatus because there have been international friendlies over the past couple weeks. We could talk about some of the big games. Obviously, we could talk about the CONCACAF. I can't remember what they fucking call that tournament. The champion of the CONCACAF. You know, Champions League. No, that's not the Championships League. Okay.
Yeah.
We're not playing the Championships League. But there was a few big games.
There
over
was
the
a
past
few,
couple
but
weeks.
obviously the one. Okay. So the one we got to talk about is Mexico versus USA. Obviously, USA won. I mean, nothing to really say other than I hated that game, dude. I hated watching that game. It was just long balls after long balls after long balls. It's like none of the teams wanted to hold on to the ball.
So let me tell you. So USA was playing like a B team.
Yeah. Oh, were they?
Well, I mean, half of the team was like a B team. They weren't playing their best squad. Okay. We should say that. Like McKinney, Pulisic, they had Matt Turner in goal. They had a few other people, but like they didn't have their best squad out there. Mexico, on the other hand, had everyone out there. And I want to say it's been what? It's been a few years since they beat us. I can go ahead and say right now, Mexico are ass, bro. They are ass. I don't know how they make it to the final of these tournaments. I don't know if like how can we go from like being so fucking lucky, Liverpool luck against Jamaica, to absolutely dominating Mexico? Like how?
Dominating Mexico.
Like how?
It's wild.
So like I'm convinced that Mexico are absolute ass. Absolute ass. And it's like,
but listen,
like what happened?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's when it comes to these games, like super unpredictable. But all I know is that the first half and a little bit of the second half is just long balls after long balls. I was like, no, I can't continue watching this, dude. I fell asleep.
So another thing is that like so right at the end of the game, they were stopping the match because like all the Mexican fans were screaming "puto" at Turner.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, but like why? Like why is like that's not? Yes, it's not a nice word, but it isn't fucking offensive. Like
it's not offensive.
Like they're calling him a bitch. Like, come on, dude.
Right.
Like, come on, dude. Like that's like, and like here, everyone on ESPN is like, oh, like what's his face? He played for the Revs. Taylor Twellman. He's like he went on a rant like a couple years ago, and it was like this isn't like shouldn't be in the game. Like they should like force the fans out of stadiums for certain teams that get caught doing it. And it's like bro, let it go, bro.
Yeah, no.
Like I'm pretty sure like our fans are yelling as equally as bad, if not worse, at the other team. So
listen, now we're talking about international break. I want to ask you, if you are at a top club, for example, if you are at Arsenal, Liverpool, or City, right? All teams are in the title race, right? All teams, well, except for Liverpool, but City and Arsenal are in the Champions League. Your national team calls you up. Let's say USA calls you to come play some. Well, that's a bad example because USA actually had an important game. But let's say England calls you, just like how they called the England players, to go play some friendlies. Would you go, or would you say no? I can't.
Well, I know why you brought this up, and here is my response to that. If my club is in the thick of a title race, and regardless if I want it or not, there is absolutely no way I'm playing international friendlies unless there is international title on the line for it. So, like for instance, like you said, the U.S. they had they had something of importance to play for. If it's just a regular international friendly, why the fuck are you playing?
Right.
You know, to what? To what? To gear up for the World Cup that's in the next couple of years?
Right.
You know, when you know you literally, like, for instance, England, you have like 3 games a week every fucking week, and you want to throw another game on top of that for international friendlies, bro? Like, come on, dog. Like, that makes no sense.
And the thing is, too, like, Arsenal players or Arsenal or Teta, whoever decided, they were smart in the fact that they basically were injured, you know, apparently, right? That's what they were saying. Is like, oh, like, for example, Saka, before they went to England, he came to Boston. He came over here to watch a basketball game. Literally, like 3 days after that, they were like, oh, he can't go to England because he feels like some, like, discomfort. That's BS, dude. Like, no one's believing that. The dude played yesterday. Then you had Ben White, who also didn't go to England. Then you had Gabriel, their defender, who didn't go to Brazil. Like, they are smart players, man. The club is smart in the fact that they're like, no, we're in the middle of a huge title race. We're in the middle of the Champions League. We are not sending our players, and our players are they absolutely agree. Like, John Stones went, Kyle Walker went, Phil Foden went for England. Then you had in Portugal, you had Bernardo Silva, you had Mateus Nunes, you had what's this dude's name? Ruben Diaz, and then Mateus Nunes gets injured. For England, John Stones and Kyle Walker get injured. Then for Switzerland, the Kanji gets injured. Luckily, it wasn't too bad. But it's like, why? Why in the middle of March would these players even go, knowing that, like, first of all, your club is paying you, dude. Your country isn't paying you. You know what I mean? Those national teams are not paying you unless you're playing for a trophy and you actually win the trophy. So I just think it's stupid, man. I think it's, especially in the middle of March, I think it's dumb for them to do, and I'm sure like more than 90% of the people will agree that it's just a dumb thing to do.
So the only thing I can say to go against this, of what you're saying, and you bring up a very fucking good point, and I agree with you, but the only thing I can say is that maybe it was the fact that they've won the title the past, what, 2-3 years. So maybe in their minds, it's not that big of a deal, which is insane, because I feel like besides a World Cup, which again, it isn't for another couple years or so, you know, then it shouldn't really matter. Your club should be the biggest thing, you know, whether it be the league or Champions League or whatever, you know. That's the only thing I can think of. That's the only thing I can think of, is that in their mind they're like, yeah, we're in a thick, a really tight title race, but we won the last couple of years,
right?
So if we end up not winning, it's not that big of a deal. We're still qualifying for Champions League. We're still right there in the thick of things. If we come second, then oh well, yeah, it sucks that we didn't win, but you know, we were still up there in the race. There's always next season, but again, that's such a bad mindset to have. You know, it doesn't matter what team you're playing for, dude. It doesn't matter what team you're playing for. It's still a bad mentality to have when you're absolutely like in the thick of a title race in the biggest league of the world.
Yeah,
you know, the best. Like, I'm gonna throw it out there. The Prem is the best league in the world. It's not even close, folks. It's not even close.
No,
you put the top 3 teams in La Liga, Serie A, and maybe one of them are still in the top 5.
Yeah,
maybe one of them.
I agree.
You know, and that one team is fucking Inter. You know,
yeah,
that one team is Inter because they're the only team good enough to hang with any of these Premier League teams. Everyone else is going to be in the mid-table. You know,
yeah, it's wild, man. I mean, like I said, It's stupid. Arsenal are smart. City are dumb, and the players should have known. But it is what it is. You know. Now we just move on and see what happens now with see what happens with the rest of the league, because now we're about to play 3 games a game every 3 days. So let's hope for the best, bro. But like I said, it's stupid. I don't know, just dumb thing to do.
Everything is heating up, and we're just along for the ride. Before we get out of here, let's talk about what's coming up tomorrow. Actually, I know I usually would take a minute and talk about the MLS, and the MLS pretty much was the only thing. Actually, no, the MLS wasn't really going on. They had some matches, but it wasn't really that active, just like the rest of the world. But we do have the Champions Cup action, which we are going to tomorrow. So if you are a fan of the show and you live in the Boston area and are going to said game, it's the New England Revolution versus Club America. Huge match. If you're going to that game and you see us there, say hi, say what's up. Let us know you're a fan. If you want to take a picture with us, that'll be fucking weird as fuck because we're not at that level yet. But fuck it, I'll take a picture with a random ass fucking person.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you whatever jersey I'm wearing tomorrow.
Wow, your uncle just gave you that jersey.
Hey, who said I'm wearing it?
Fair. But yeah, we'll come hang out, chill. We could talk some soccer, football, whatever you want to say. And we'll enjoy the match. The match. But I think that's gonna do it, man. But you said we weren't gonna hit an hour, and we were at 56 minutes, so we're just about there.
Yeah, we did it.
But yeah, hopefully next week we'll have a lot more stuff to talk about. We'll be more prepared. We kind of just do this together because it's been a couple weeks, but we're gonna be back on the grind. Too. Yeah, it's like it's 9:00 here at time of recording. But we're gonna get our shit together. We're gonna be prepared for next week, and it's gonna be a banger of a match. A match. Banger of a fucking podcast,
dude.
Speaking of videos of podcasts, whatever, be on the lookout for a new video uploading over the next day or so. We did a simulation of the Champions League fixture, the quarterfinal fixtures. We did all of them. So within the next couple days, just be on the lookout for that. It will be dropping pretty soon. If you haven't already, please follow us, follow podcasts. Make sure you have your notifications on, so that way you get a notification every time we drop an episode. I don't know why I fucking forgot how to speak for a second. But make sure you subscribe to our podcast wherever you get your podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, etc. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also have a YouTube channel where you can see said video that's going to be coming out within the next couple of days. Drop a like, leave comments down below in the video. We'll appreciate it. Also, make sure that you follow us on Twitter. Our socials will be on the screen if you're watching the video. If not, they'll be in the description of the podcast. Once again, this has been Caught Offsides. I am Joe.
Alex.
And we'll see you guys next week.
So getting used to it. All right.